This is
the official car stereo test and demonstration tape.
It is not a phonograph record. If you are playing it on a phonograph, carefully remove it and place it in a cassette player, preferably in a car, which is a big oval-shaped object with wheels. Here's piece number 1. Car stereo, like home stereo, consists of 2 channels, each producing different sound. These channels are placed to the right and left of the listener. But in car stereo, the 2 channels may be found on either the left and right of the car, or the front and back. This test will let you determine what kind of system you have. The tiny component that brushes against the moving tape and magically sucks off the delicate audio signal. Like all heads, the tape head must be positioned correctly in order to do its job. Should it get misaligned, one result can be a loss of high frequencies. Lots of it. That's the primary concern of every car stereo buyer. And with good reason, because if your car stereo is more powerful, then you're more powerful. Just like extra horsepower, a few extra watts can turn you from a skinny, shy loser with women to a muscular, outgoing, aggressive He-Man on the move. The following test will enable you to see just how much your car stereo system can put out before becoming a gargling, distorted mess. Now listen to the following special recording. At a certain degree of loudness, even the most aggressive stereo system will distort. But if your system can make it through the 4th or 5th level, then you really are off on a power trip. First, you must become proficient at using the balance and fader controls on your car stereo. Play the sound and skillfully use your fader and balance controls to make it come from front or back, from left or right or middle. Then, when the car is full and your friends are sitting just where you want them, secretly start the tape. action of your balance and fader controls will vary according to whether you have left-right or front-back stereo separation. For details, consult
the official Car Stereo Primer.
When the wires coming from the amplifier are attached to the speaker terminals in the right order, the speakers work together the way they should. Or, to use an official engineering term, they are in phase. If the wires are hooked up out of order, speakers work against each other, and this can result in loss of stereo separation, distortion, and impaired low-frequency response.
Turn up the bass and lay low on the treble.
One of the official criteria that distinguishes a top-quality car stereo system is its separation, sometimes referred to as crosstalk. Here's one kind of crosstalk.
Why, you dirty little mother...
The other kind of crosstalk happens when sound that should be coming from one channel only can also be heard in the other channel. In a good car stereo system, even for very loud passages, crosstalk is at a minimum and the stereo separation effect is considerable. The following selection will help you test for this. Separation is what stereo is really all about, and you'll hear demonstrations of it throughout this tape. Car stereo systems, like most of us, are prone to giving out embarrassing noises from time to time. But don't be quick to pass blame, for often these noises are caused by external sources, such as the car engine, or even passing telephone lines. In any case, the man or woman who wishes to be an understanding and tolerant car stereo owner will become familiar with the different types of interference. If you or your car stereo is plagued by persistent noise, some troubleshooting is in order. Check all wire connections, ground straps, and antenna grounding. Noise suppressor kits are also available at car stereo dealers. tape hiss. Everyone who's ever pushed his finger into a play button has heard it or heard about it. And our next test has been scientifically calculated to bring out tape hiss in even the quietest sound system. If you heard even the slightest suggestion of tape hiss in the previous selection, you have a highly moral and ethical car stereo system that has been brought up properly, becoming a true high-fidelity medium. It sounds like this. In the thick, angry silence that just passed, you should have heard nothing. If you heard no hiss, congratulations. If you heard just a low hiss, your system is still pretty darn good. If you heard significant hiss, start learning about noise reduction systems. official tape engineering language, wow doesn't mean wow. It refers to what happens when the motor of a tape player, instead of being a good little motor and turning at constant speed, slowly wavers in speed, causing noticeable waver of pitch. And flutter means that the disobedient motor does the same thing, only the back and forth wavering is faster. We will now demonstrate, and then test for these important properties.
Excuse me, man, but this is your tape head speaking. Listen, I'm sorry about interrupting. I don't make a practice of this, you know. I just play you the music you want day in and day out. But man, I just had to come out in the open and lay this rap on you. Because you're killing me, man. I mean, do you know what a car is full of, man? Dust and dirt. It's not like that fancy-ass relative of mine, your home stereo system where your mother or your girlfriend comes in and keeps the place spotless. Listen, you wouldn't believe all those dust particles that settle on me in a car. And then what do? You run a tape over me and you grind them into me. Oh, God. I see a big one coming along right now. It's killing me! How would you like it if someone ground little grains of sand into you? I'm gonna lose my ability to give you high frequencies. And one of these days, I'm gonna go. So please, man, those tapes of yours, don't just keep them out where they pick up all that dirt. Keep them in those little plastic boxes they gave you. And for the love of mercy, get some head cleaner and clean me once in a while. and do it every 40 hours of playing. And another thing, man, you gotta demagnetize me. You see, when I play those tapes of yours, I get these magnetic fields inside of me, and they really can mess up my mind. I can go schizo. I can lose my identity. Who am I? Man, when I'm strung out like this, I can't play your tapes as well as I should. So get a demagnetizer and do me every 50 hours of playing, will ya? I'm sorry if I got out of control. There's just a limit to what a guy can take. I'll shut up now and do my job and play the rest of this tape, and you won't hear from me again.
You have now reached the end of side 1 of
the official car stereo test and demonstration tape.